What's going on, Giants fans? Good morning. It is Saturday morning, but it will be around the afternoon when you see this video. I was lying in bed, just scrolling through Twitter, scrolling through Bleacher Report, GiantsTalk.com, talking Giants, and I stumble across a Dave Gettleman report. Apparently, our old GM, Dave Gettleman, has awakened. He has come out of the woodwork, and he has finally spoken for the first time since his termination, or at least since John Mara let him gracefully resign as general manager of the New York Football Giants. I'm not going to get into all that and how I think that it was ridiculous that this guy got the grace to retire on his own behalf. And not get fired like, Jerry Reese did or George Young back in the day. I think it's an absolute disgrace. But I'm going to talk about what he had to say. So Dave Gettleman, he spoke. I forget who he spoke to. I don't remember off the top of my head. But Dave Gettleman spoke for the first time recently since his resign of grace from the Giants general manager position. And he spoke on the current state of the Giants team and how they're doing so far this year, being this first year as not the GM of the Giants, and Joe Shane and Brian Daboll taking over for him and Joe Judge. He says he is justified, not for himself speaking, but justified and happy for Daniel Jones and Saquon Barkley doing what they both did this year without a future contract. Both 5-year options have been declined. And he's very, very happy for them. And that's great, I guess he's a good guy. He's happy for them. We're all happy for him. I mean, we're all happy that Saquon was able to have a bounce-back year, comeback player of the year worthy, where, he just looked awful last year, but this year he looked like the Saquon of old. And then Daniel Jones, once again, proving the haters wrong like he always does when they keep on pouring that salt on those wounds that, seem to just disappear. Dave Gettleman said he's proud of Daniel Jones, how he's adapted to the new coach. It's his third offensive coordinator in 4 years. So he's just happy that, they turned out to be pretty decent football players, if I say so myself. And they were able to lead the charge for the Giants this year under Brian Daboll and get us to the playoffs for the first time since 2016 in about 6 or so years. Not surprised. He's probably trying to make himself feel better. I doubt he'll ever have an executive job in the NFL or any front office again. His health is declining. He's in piss poor health. I mean, I wish him the best. I'm not going to wish bad upon him, even though I call him ghetto fuck. He's still a fuck. He still fucking was a terrible GM, making signs for Jonathan fucking Stewart and giving a contract that we couldn't afford down the line, and James Bradbury, who's fucking balling out for the most hated fucking team in my life, the Philadelphia Eagles. But he has done some good things. I guess it took a while for us to bring in the good coaches to coach these players that he picked. But, I disagree wholeheartedly with the Odell Beckham trade and how all that went down. But if you think about it, we got Dexter Lawrence in return, and Dexter Lawrence is a fucking beast. Pro Bowler, first year, soon to be All-Pro. He is a fucking beast. One of the best defensive tackles in the National Football League. Julian Love, another draft pick by Dave Gettleman. He looks very good. He was short-sighted on the Pro Bowl this year. But fuck the Pro Bowl. That doesn't really mean anything now. They don't even play the game. And it's a fan popularity contest to begin with. But Julian Love has established himself as a very, very good safety for us, especially when he was taking more of the workload when McKinney left with an injured hand. He's been a very good draft pick for us. And even Darius Slayton this year, I know he's not the best. He looked better his rookie year, and he kind of declined as time went on. But he's came up huge, filling in that number one receiver role when Shepard went down, when Wandale went down for the year, and Galladay can't seem to find a fucking football to save his life. He stepped up well. And then, Daniel Jones, Saquon Barkley. So he's had good draft picks. Andrew Thomas even. He's one of the best tackles in the NFL now. So he has made good draft picks. It's just the coachings he's hired and and all that stuff, it still fucking sits really bad with me and in my stomach, makes my stomach churn. But I just want to come out and say, I guess thanks, Dave. Thanks for making these key contributions, because some of these players that you drafted are paying dividends for us and have matured greatly for this team. And they all, I think, deserve second-year contract or second contracts. I don't know if it was a New York Knicks stat. Again, yeah, I'm a New York Knicks fan. It fucking sucks. I think there was a stat where the Knicks went years without giving a draft pick a second contract, and I think the same goes for the Giants. It's been a while since the Giants were able to re-sign another draft pick to their second contract, and it looks like Love, Jones, Barkley, hopefully, and Dexter Lawrence are going to get those second contracts. So we're putting the right combination of drafts, and now we got the right coaching staff in. It's all coming to gel together finally. But just want to come on here and just give you guys an update on what Dave Gettleman had to say. First time being resigned as Giants general manager. I guess he wants to pat himself on the back. So be it. Fuck you, ghetto fuck. You're still a ghetto fuck, but you did make some good draft picks. I'm not going to hate on it. But that's all we got for today, guys. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. And just be glad that, Dave Gettleman is not our GM, and hopefully Joe Shane, those draft picks he made this year, I know a lot of them got hurt, and it just sucks. Darian Bevers was supposed to be a very good middle linebacker for us. Wan'Dale Robinson looked legit until he got hurt. Evan Neal will come around. It's still early for him. I know I've been getting on his case a while because he hasn't been good this year, but Andrew Thomas looked very bad his first 2 years in the league. And it's a tough position to, just pick up right then and there. The guys are stronger, they're faster, they're quicker. So I believe in all faith that Evan Neal will be good for us. But yeah, Dave Gettleman's patting himself on the back, and he seems like he's happy for the turnaround by Saquon Barkley and Daniel Jones. We'll see what happens come playoff time, but we got one more game to go tomorrow, and we'll see who we play, and I will update you guys after the Eagles-Giants game. Maybe we'll win. That'd be cool. Knock the Eagles down the 5th seed, but I don't see it happening. We're going to rest our starters, and I think that's the best way to go. Anyway, guys, that's all I have for you guys today. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. And I will see you guys tomorrow evening after the Giants-Eagles game, discussing everything Giants and our future playoff matchup. Anyway, guys, that's all I got. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. And as always, let's go G-Man!